The name Guided Discovery directs to a guiding and research habitat in which students are vigorously cooperating and identifying learning. The object of analysis is to further broad education on the part of the student's training that has its foundation in the element of insight and often ensues from noting an issue from numerous aspects. The didactic basis is that if the students design the information, they will, in the course, have generated and joined to their own constructed comprehension. They will have defined and assessed hypotheses, abandoned those that don't seem to justify observations, encountered fallacies and surprises, and finally come to an awareness that conforms with their suspicions. By recreating expertise which already exists but are previously anonymous to them, students will increase their learning and learn how to create new knowledge, and they will have training in inaugural logic, which is the method used to create most human knowledge. There are about 5 steps in guided discovery learning. The first is introduction of objects and naming them. The second is generating and modeling the student's own ideas. The third is exploring the objects and activities and experimenting them. The fourth is the student's opportunity to share their exploratory work and observations. The fifth and final is the cleanup and proper care of all materials involved. These steps will differ slightly depending on the activity and the subject that we are currently working in. Some issues that we could potentially face with this namely depend on the way that the majority of the students learn and process. If they are not hands-on learners, then the guided discovery learning will probably not be the best way to work with some of the students. There are several advantages of guided discovery learning, which include fostering curiosity and creativity, enabling effective lifelong learning skills, and personalizing the student's learning process. There are a few disadvantages as well, which include confusing the learner if there's not a great framework involved in the process, limitations in some schools that may have too many state standards could also be a disadvantage, as well as overriding the education theory if you're not careful. There's a decent amount of research that has been done on guided discovery learning. However, I couldn't find any that I thought specifically stated whether or not it agreed with or thought that guided discovery was good or bad. just kind of was information about guided discovery. In part 1 of this activity, I learned how important cooperative and collaborative learning is and how to relate it back to guided discovery learning. This is done through doing guided discovery activities in groups and even in the classroom because we can work together as a whole with the teacher.